Hello, everyone, and thank you for coming to Dale Chanel's 48th World, where we do reality reviews or reality show reviews. And today we're going to be talking about The Real Housewives of Atlanta that aired on this past Sunday. I want to say it was the 8th, but I'm not really sure. Let's see. It was the 8th of January. And the season is season 9, episode 9. And the title for this particular show is called Charlotta Drama, meaning Charlotte, North Carolina. Peter's opened up a new Bar One club out there, restaurant, I guess, some type of lounge area. And the drama comes in when he invites Kenya to come down there and host the event as being a celebrity reality star or whatever. You get to do a little meet and greet. But I'm sure you had to pay a certain price to even be close to her, which I'm like, I'm not sure why anybody would want to, but I guess you do have her viewers or fans or followers that really like her and what she gives to the show. Either way, Matt comes down there, make a fool out of everybody, and but really Kenya and the guy he end up punching his face in when he's trying to protect Kenya, which I would just call the police. He wasn't no kind of built type person. Like he was in a gym and he could match Matt's statue, point for point. He's just like this little short, stubby guy. He's just like a typical driver, you know what I'm saying? Just help the lady out the car, get back in and, keep it moving. But he wasn't trying to be no fighter that night. So if Matt catch a case with a charge of assault and his ass get to stay in jail for assaulting that man, then so be it. Because Matt needs to grow his tall, grown ass up and go back to where his mother and father are living, whatever state that was. He and Kenya visit when they had showed it on this season, and grow up somehow because he really is definitely gonna find himself behind bars going around punching out people because Kenya pushed his buttons. I mean, drop Kenya like a bad virus, okay? Get cured and move on. Just like her daddy said, if you ain't gonna do right by her, get the fuck on and don't look back. Pretty much, you know what I'm saying? Stop letting Kenya call you. I will block her number and all that. But y'all, let's just get on into this episode that they gave us. First scene goes in with Cynthia and Kenya are at a grooming spot with their dogs, and Kenya just comes out and said, "Oh, well, no, this is a grooming spot." I'm sure she did not tell Cynthia that because hell, I wouldn't even came. I'm like, I ain't finna groom my dog. I have people who already do that. He already have, or they already have their personal groomer. And she had Bailey in her hand, and Cynthia wasn't dropping her dog down on that nasty ass floor. All them all dogs coming with all different kinds of diseases. I was right there for. I'm like, no, because when he comes out from walking outside, we get him in his little feet in a little tub of water, or we get them what do you call it, disinfectant cloths, and we hit them feet. Because my dog is a clean dog. You know what I'm saying? That's pretty much how I am. I don't even take my dogs to PetSmart and this, that, and the other, trying to mingle with other dogs. Not because they nasty, and I can't be bothered with all that. So Kenya brings both of her pups, talking about she's going to groom and this, that, and the other, but she has it where it's self-serve. I mean, you have to clean up your own dog. What the fuck? Why I'm gonna come out my house when I have my own tub, or you can buy the dogs a tub, or pail to bathe them in and whatnot. Why would I want to go pay somebody that I have to give them a bath myself for? I could stay at home for that kind of foolishness. So, like I said, Kenya don't have nothing to film on this show. I don't even know why we still have her. I'm like, she might have served her energy and her time when Nene was on the show and it was cute and good, ha ha and kikis. But now she's just playing the victim, and I'm just tired of looking at her. And she don't even make sense anymore with some of the actions that she, portrays to come and try to shoot for a scene. I'm like, why would you even come out to pay somebody to use their facilities to do, your dog with, and you're having to have to do it. You know what I'm saying? It's just like going to them pay your car washes where you still have to service your own car, but they just giving you the vicinity and the water and the shampoo. Fuck that. No. So, Kenya just bathed one dog. So that just shows how trifling her ass is. And you could pretty much say I don't like Kenya because I don't. I mean, I tried to like her, but she just puts it out there now that she wants to make other people look stupid and dumb, like she tries to do Portia at every chance. But she don't even look at her filming ability and what's not really TV worthy. You know what I'm saying? They couldn't even edit shit out because it was just boring as hell. And that's pretty much how her storyline is definitely dead. And she keeps trying to revive it with all this nonsense. And I just wish Matt gets a clue, or his family give him a clue to just leave Kenya alone, because she's gonna have him in jail. You know what I'm saying? Of all her antics of trying to have a filming buddy when it's clear she don't give a shit about you, Matt. She don't. She care about that almighty dollar. So I really need you to pull up, because you pretty much done crashed. I'm just waiting for the plane just to burn up or catch fire, because you're a lost cause. Don't let Kenya pull you down with her, or downward spiral that she's going into with her career as far as acting. Because she's just too much. She's done. Put a fork in her. She needs to try something else, like be behind the scenes and make her money. Because right now, just pulling you into a scene that it just shows she's dominant in the relationship, it's just too much. And then when she wants to holler victim, that's what she does. I mean, give me a break. But anyway, she goes and she bathes one dog, leave the other dog butt naked, stinking, and all that. And she goes and say, "Oh, well, Peter called me and he wants me to come host an event." And then Cynthia's feeling some kind of way that he didn't invite her. I'm like, really, Cynthia? You the one wanted a divorce. Why? Because you don't have men knocking down your door? You feel like, maybe I'm doing the wrong thing by kicking him out? No, the whole thing was you didn't like Peter ciphering your money from your bank account. I'm sure the love making was on point. Peter's a damn good, nice looking Jamaican man, or just plain a damn good looking black man. You know what I'm saying? He's very poised and he's very educated. But he likes to spend money, and he doesn't really care where he gets it from or whether it prospers or not. He's gonna floss, because that's how he's been for many years. Okay, so you either deal with that or fall the fuck back. All right. So we go to Then we go to Peter. Peter is shopping for a new vehicle at the Mercedes place. I want to say it's here in Georgia, because Todd Show ain't took no trip down there to Charlotte yet. So I guess it's a past scene that they edited in or whatnot. But Peter, no, he ain't got no business looking at no $159,000 automobile. Hell, Peter, that's a house. That's a payment for a house that you can have on your own, instead of renting all these houses where you are in Charlotte, or renting whatever you are, motels or hotels here in Atlanta when you come visit. I mean, really, do you really need a $150,000 automobile? Come on, Peter, really? Anyway, moving on from that ridiculous scene. Then we have Cynthia she's sitting there mad because he asked Kenya to come host an event, and he didn't send her an invitation for her to just turn him down. And to me, I don't really think she would have turned him down. I mean, she's thirsty, y'all. She's very thirsty. I'm like, hey, Cynthia, either bad or for worse, good or for worse, bad or health, sickness, all that stuff that marriage is about. Baby, stay in your marriage if that's what you want. If you still loving on that man, you miss that man, go ahead. Yeah, I mean, you ain't gonna have much of a bank account, because he's gonna clean that out for you. It's not because he's doing it maliciously. He's just really trying to find his oats, or trying to make that money work where he can have something successful. But he likes to look good. He likes to have everybody appear that he's doing well financially by flaunting and glossing, or whatever they call it, flossing or whatever. Doesn't matter to me. It's just like, if you ain't got the money, you ain't got to show that you got the money. It's just all in your bank account when you be making moves. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got to flash anything. Just when they see you on a jet, when they see you on your private jet, they know you got the money. You ain't got to show everybody. You ain't got to pull it up and put it in everybody's face. I mean, he's a flasher. So you either want to be with that, or you want to separate yourself with that, and then hopefully find some other love that will treat you much better in what you're accustomed to, or what you're finding yourself needing. So get it together, Cynthia, because you're looking a little bit, well, you've never really been stable or committed to anything. So other than, you've been a fashion model and this, that, and the third, but this is what it is. Then we leave that situation. Todd is at home around his wife, and he's making, I don't know what made him look at the, what do you call it? his website or who he follows or whatnot, but he's looking at this past staff member that Candy used to employ, some guy named Johnny Winston or something like that, and he's blasting Candy and Todd, but most of so Candy out on his Instagram account talking about loyalty and this, that, and the third, and it all stems from he being letting go from his job responsibilities from the Candy factory of February of this year, and she didn't fire him. What's his name? General manager or do man, I should call him. Don Juan. He was in the ranks of firing him and letting him go for whatever reason, wasn't doing what he was supposed to be doing, and Candy wasn't happy. So hey, but I like this, and I'm just gonna say it like this: how they roll. It seems like she take care of everybody. She tries to put everybody on. And there's nothing wrong with that. But my thing is to Candy is, for one, you're not Mrs. Trump, you're not Donald Trump, you're not FLOTUS, meaning First Lady, President. I mean, you over here trying to get your grind on, but it's not like you're one of them entity people that you make your money and this, that, and that, but you're behind scenes. People that are around you are your close knit people that you would even die for if you had to, like put your life in the way to keep theirs safe. I mean, you don't flaunt like that. You're out in the open. You're a reality figure. If this reality show didn't pop out for you and you make the smart moves you had to develop yourself and brand yourself and find other avenues to make money while you're doing this show and having them sponsor you in some ways by giving you free press, definitely put out your bedroom candy ideal, bringing that into fruition and stuff of that nature, and then hooking you with other money makers in the business of entrepreneurship, you wouldn't have this platform. And technically, from my understanding, they really wanted Ti's wife, Tiny, but she passed it up and gave it to you, and then you made it do what it do. And I'm not. Don't get me wrong. I'm not mad at you. I ain't trying to throw salt your way or anything. But my thing is like this. Why would you take this opportunity to blast this young man out on TV when, well, I didn't know nothing about no social media? It didn't hit the blogs that somebody was blowing you up or making you look stupid in the social media world by you saying they didn't pay you right, ex-guano employee, this, that, and the third. Then, I mean, if you wanted to handle it how he put it out, then fuck it, handle it like that. But by you being a businesswoman, you trying to say you all about your money, why would you come off your pedestal and even throw stones or try to correct a brother when he didn't need to be corrected? I mean, okay, you could have had a private conversation. It really didn't even have to be on film, because it just really showed me you're an empty person, because you want to address your mama when she's wrong, or you want to address Don Juan or Carmen or something to that effect when they're wrong. But you're gonna address this man that seems like I'm gonna say he's gay, and because you ain't gonna block, for one, you ain't gonna address block that way. You definitely ain't gonna address him on no goddamn TV where it can make your ratings shoot up, for one. So it's just, he seems to be gay to me, and I may be wrong, you know what I'm saying? But you just messing with somebody that has a little sugar in them as well as some testosterone. So you think you can bully up at them, but you still got egg put on your face because you didn't address the situation properly. I mean, and for you to call Don Juan into the same instance of taping and trying to make this whole thing up, it's just really crazy. I was like, what the fuck is she doing? And I'm going too far in my thing because I really wanted to address her at that time where she's actually blowing up in that particular scene. But it's just, Todd just put his hands out there to let his wife get upset about something when, he should have said, well, hey, it's cool. Well, we won't get him that event, or we're going to pay him half, and he do what better yet, we'll do him half one. We're going to let him have that event, and we won't shade him because we're better people. And that's how he should have said it. But she going to get all riled up with him to my, oh, well, okay, he said that. Okay, I'm gonna address it, but she's gonna do it at an event where it's making her look bad. Yeah, but anyway, we're gonna pass that because I'm about to come back. But it was just the issue that scene right there. Todd had told her, he's following this guy, whatever, and they got a picture of all of them from the candy factory. I don't know what they were doing at that particular time, but he was in the midst of everybody, and he had made a little sly comment about you got to check your friends, know who you're around, know who's loyal, who's not, fake friends versus real true friends. So we leave that situation. We go to Candy. Candy goes into Portia. Oh yeah, she goes in to tell him after let us feel about seeing a little Instagram thing on Johnny. She goes in to tell Todd that she had this little lunch date, or I don't know. She calls it pretty much a setup. How Portia sit there and kind of went off on her when her and Sheree and Portia had met and to talk about some things about Phaedra and what was like loose lips going on and talking, and her name was attached to it. And I'm like, why you even would tell him about that? That's women a mess, Candy. Women talk, women mess. I can see if Apollo was jumping in or somebody other man was jumping in. Then that's when you bring your men. But when you got that's fucked up. I'm gonna keep moving on from that situation because that again was not even worth taping. For the commercial, we come back. We have Portia. Brother comes over to help her finish her little house, get up the most of the stuff out of her house because she pretty much said her mama cleaned the house for her. I'm like, I don't know what mama going around here playing maid or whatever. Portia must be taking care of a lot of her bills too, because ain't nowhere in the hell my daughter would have me cleaning up her house and ain't get some type of compensation. Fuck, I be done hire somebody to take all that shit out of her house because she didn't have any to begin with. Didn't know why she moved over there with Nene anyway. Because, you know, her mama even said, why did you get this big ass house? What for? You don't have anybody. I don't even know if she had her puppies anymore. But, like, that was, like I said, that was a piss poor scene. They could have kept that out as well. Then we go to Sheree. Sheree's supposed to be publishing some hot tell all book about the people that she was around growing up. And I'm really thinking the book is centered around maybe her life with Bob Whitfield as a NFL football wife, and she got some juicy stuff to tell. But I'm like, honey, if you ain't telling the truth, you're gonna have people suing you after they read this book, and you're defaming their character pretty much. So I'm hoping you don't got all your stuff straightened out, done talk with your lawyers or whatnot to show what's fictitious, what's supposed to be true. You know, I don't know, because when a person get described in a book and it's defaming their character and people can figure it out, girl, lo and behold on you. Okay, moving on from that scene, we go back to Candy. Candy arrives to her little event, bedroom Candy, and again, like I said, she runs into Johnny, you know, because they're going over the event that he's actually hosting for her at that. He's catering it, did the decorations, all that, and everything's fabulous. Because she didn't say he did some of the decorations and event planning for her wedding, and that was gorgeous, you know. So I'm like, that ability evidently was cool because you kept giving him business. If it was raggedy and not even really looking worth shit, you wouldn't have kept him on payroll for your event. So don't act like you were doing him a favor. You needed a service done. You pretty much say you could trust him. So you gave him those events and things for your friends and maybe family members. You gave his name out and he accepted their job offer as well. I mean, it's a job. It's something he do. Either you know somebody or you get somebody else the business. You know what I'm saying? But hey, you did what you had to do. He did what he had to do. And you even said that he was making a point where he was taking his business in front of yours. I mean, okay, if y'all were talking about it like that, why you couldn't have a conversation with him on the side and just have lunch or dinner or something and say, okay, I'm glad you got your business, but from my perspective, what I've been hearing, my business is what I pay you for first and foremost. Can you tell me, can we work in a relationship where you're giving both your full, obliged attention, or can we both win? Is this a win-win situation? Where I can keep you on my payroll because I like what you're doing, this, that, and the third, but I still want to see you grow? Or is it something that we must say we must split because it's an amicable split because I want to still continue to do good things, but I want people to be functioning on my business, giving them 100% of my business time and not theirs. But I don't want to dish you because, everybody got their own strike of the iron, and they got to do their own entrepreneurship to make themselves happy and their livelihood happy. You know what I'm saying? It could have been a conversation had like that, but she's going off trying to be boss and trying to tell him, you know, why do you think I need to talk to you? This, that, and the third. I'm like, Candy, bring it down several notches, my dear, because for one thing, you're not a Donald Trump. You're not, shit, you ain't no Obama Trump. I mean, you're not coming to the table like, what do you call it, Ellen DeGeneres. You're Oprah Winfrey. You're not one of those people. You know, you're just another person that got put on from a reality show. Now, if they start to say, fuck it, we don't want reality shows no more. We want to go back to old school and do all this tape sitcom stuff. Let's see you get some work, baby. Let's see you do your thing. I didn't see nobody calling you. I mean, for as I know, you can write music. You're a producer, but you're not being put on the spot as being out there on the spotlight. You know what I'm saying? Even those two girls in y'all little group of skate, they were getting more the notoriety because we were hearing their vocals. They were the ones out front. So I'm like, slow your roll. So it just really made me have another bad taste in my mouth, other than your mama being on the show trying to take over. You know, like she want to be Mama Dearest and want to, you know, you got sick, so she felt she was gonna play your part and take over your show. So that's pretty much the scene like what Mama Joyce want to do. But anyway, that's no neither here or there. But I was just saying how piss poor you were when it came to addressing that boy on TV. And I only say boy by lack of me just having a better word to say, but we'll say man. But you could tell he's, you know, he's gay. So he's going to have testosterone and estrogen floating through him. And when he get a little bit more lit, it's going to be coming from, I guess, the female side of him. But I mean, you would not have even thought about addressing Block in that tone or that even demeanor, because he probably would have slapped the shit out of you, or he probably would have looked at you and it probably would have scared the shit out of you, and you would have ran, and you wouldn't even. I don't even think you would have pumped up. Well, you probably would have pumped up with Todd because he don't look too manly man to me. You know, he's a pretty type of man. You know, but you ain't gonna come with somebody that gonna be ready to come for your behind, and they don't care. You know what I'm saying? You didn't want even Mama Joyce to even say nothing too much strong to Block, because Block would have handled that situation and you wouldn't have been liking it at all. But I just thought that was just really piss poor how you handled that situation, trying to throw that boy under the bus and try to, you know, flaunt on him or shine on him, saying, oh, well, you know, I pay your paychecks. Yeah, we think you do because you hired him, nut. And irregardless of whether he took the pay or not, you don't sat and broke bread with this bro. You probably done been in the midst of his family members and, you know, said good things. Y'all, you know, y'all have really come to an agreement where y'all all, you and your whole crew, y'all sit there and have lunch, dinner, and everything else together. And then you want to come and throw this boy under the bus like that. I'm like, who's to say you wouldn't do Don Juan like that? When he started dropping the ball here and there, I bet you wouldn't try to go for him on TV and make it a plot of your storyline. No, you wouldn't do that because he probably got a little bit more testosterone and really got on your ass. I mean, better yet, give me one better. Why you didn't get in Portia ass? Why you didn't get in Phaedra ass like you bossed up on this young man, trying to tell him and, you know, like you got a dick downstairs and, you know, flaunting your stuff in here. I'm like, you weren't even acting feminine with it. I mean, come on, girl. Boss up at the people you really need to boss. Drop down. Give us some juicy stories or some tell-all. Like, you know, Sheree be trying to do sometimes, or Nene tried to do sometimes. Hell, Kim Zolciak tried to even throw some shade sometimes worth hearing. But you ain't trying to boss up on Phaedra. What, you scared Phaedra gonna say something that you don't want to get out in the public so to tarnish your image or tarnish your brand? Shit, tell on yourself. It's better than you tell it yourself than somebody else having the ammunition to spray them bullets at your front door and hit your body, okay? You ain't bossing up with Portia when she telling you certain things. You know, you ain't saying that. So I'm like, what it is? You gonna boss up him and make him look stupid? I have lost my respect totally for you because you don't check people that need to be checked, but you want to check this boy on TV because he posted some on Facebook or Instagram. It was you gonna check him about all like that. Hell, Portia really don't drug you for Phil, and you had her up there in a stage play with your ass, but you didn't say nothing about that. It's like you just want to pick and choose your people you want to, you know, talk down to or get on them and make them look stupid. Now look at the ones that's making you look stupid every time y'all tape, which is Phaedra and Portia. Hell, it look like Sheree doing a very good job shading your ass too. Sheree, whatever. You know what I'm saying? So, baby, you ain't picking your battle. You picking the ones you think you can win. But the ones you know you ain't going to win, like trying to talk to Block, trying to talk to get Phaedra straight, trying to get Portia straight. Well, they must know a lot of skeletons are in your closet and they ready to come out. Because it ain't really too much. They're going to lose a lot. Because, definitely Phaedra done got put out on blast several times, especially with the debacleness with her husband going to jail and all this tax stuff. And all these, people losing their money that supposedly Apollo was solo on, which we know he wasn't solo rider on that whole mess of antics. But, I'm like, come on. Don't make yourself look better just to bring somebody else down. And you ain't bringing the real ones we want tea and dirt that will be very interesting. But we don't care who this little boy is that worked for you and how much money you didn't pay him or did pay him. I'm concerned about why you felt that you had to downrate yourself at your particular event that you were hosting, that you had to try to come out of pocket, and that Carmen come over there to tell you to calm it down. Things are getting a little escalated. Don't nobody should have told you anything about you being a boss businesswoman, as you call yourself. Hell, you should not have been put in that position. But you put your own self in that position trying to check somebody who really didn't need to be checked. While you're trying to call on relevancy, you made him relevant by putting him on the show. Then what he going to do? He going to try to go around the backwards way and try to sue you. So he's still going to put you on blast. And you still going to be looking stupid instead of just letting it ride. But see, again, Todd put this little bug in your ear and you thought, hey, I got to go do it. No, you should have let Todd handle it. It was a man trying to say something. Then that man should have asked me, why you putting this out on my wife? Shouldn't have had you over there saying shit. You should have been silent. Like you're silent when they ask you about issues when it comes to Portia and Phaedra. You're silent. So stay silent. Okay? Moving on from you. Okay, we go to, let's see. We go to commercial, come back. We have Portia sneaking her boyfriend Todd into her mother's house for a little quickie. I ain't even gonna go too much in there because that's just how I read it. Basically, how I saw it, I was kind of like, what are we watching here? Why 35 years old, you sneaking somebody into your mother's house? I'm sure you paying rent. Or maybe not. I don't know how you and your mama float. But hey, your mama know you out there. She know you messing with men here and there. Yes, you should have got a hotel because you disrespecting your mama's house by trying to have somebody up there and you trying to have a sexapade with them. I mean, really, Portia, but you said you're evolved, you're grown more. No, you haven't, baby girl. No, you haven't. Then we go to a scene where Sheree is back in the exercising mode, and she got Bob joining her into this like parkour type of flippery type gymnastics type of activity, exercising going on. Sheree knows she's too fucking old to be trying to be flipping in the air, this, that, and the third, like she's a gymnast. So I don't even know where this little fake scene came in. And poor Bob, he was trying to participate and sweating like, I'll get out. And he couldn't even do it. But I was very surprised Sheree couldn't swing from the monkey bars and grab a hold, throw herself in the air to get the other monkey bars. Or hell, just go one by one, like what do you call a monkey on a tree, just going swinging how we used to do in high school. For her to be so buff, it seems like them just carved muscles in to me, and she's really not exercising. Because I mean, what we were showing on TV that she was doing, I'm like, the type of muscles and the body dimensions that she gives us, she's supposed to be in shape. But it's like, I ain't finna do it. I mean, she was just a hot mess. So I don't know. Maybe it's just in theory, but not actually in practice that she sculpture well, but she really don't have the regimen or the stamina to do these things, like stunt type of acting with her exercise regimen. I don't know, but she just was like, all of it seemed like too fake to me for her to be so in tone and look well, like well trained in her body that she's physically fit. She didn't give me that when she was trying to do this obstacle course. So I was like, I don't know. It just may be made to look like, but she really don't have the stamina or the energy to make it do what it do. So we move from that situation. We go to Johnny. He's going to see Phaedra about a lawsuit against Candy. I'm like, Johnny. At least I can say you got some balls about yourself. But I don't know if you're just trying to get 15 minutes of fame or whatnot. But excuse me, young man, you went to Phaedra, but Phaedra was glad to listen to that little tea. But she quickly said that's not her area of expertise, so she's gonna have to refer you out anyway. So my thing was, could you have done your due diligence and see that she was a music entertainer lawyer, since you don't fall in that category, and it's more of a civil case that you're looking to put towards Candy if you want to stick it to her, legally. Phaedra wasn't the one you should have went to anyway, so I don't know if that was just a scripted scene or whatnot, but it's like, she was going off the wire as well about saying some things she shouldn't have said. She was making like bad jokes or references towards Candy Mama and the streets and all of that. And, that just was total foolery right there that should have just been kept out. But, they got a scene to get their paycheck. But we leave that situation. We go to commercial, we come back. Phaedra's pretty much asking Johnny for some familiarity with the case of how long was he employed with her, when did he get fired. He's saying he's 4 years with her. He got let go in February of this year, or February 2016, and he was making $500 a week, and he was producing 80 hours per week. So, Phaedra made points about slavery, abolishment, overworking somebody and not compensating them for that, this, that, and the third. I'm like, really? You should have just went to your own lawyer for a free consultation, said you were working for reality. I don't want to say star, because y'all not really up there to that level. Y'all just really everyday folks, but y'all just putting y'all lives on camera. And some of y'all may have some background by being in the music or entertainment industry, but most of it just know people, and they just kind of make their own group and find interesting people to try to make a fool out of them, pretty much. But if you want to put your life on the camera for everybody to partake and criticize, so be it, to a certain degree. But it is what it is. But he goes and say that him and Candy was looking around for restaurants to go into business with, and then shortly after, she hear about her and her husband gonna start a restaurant career. I'm like, yeah, you and her probably did have it. She probably said she was gonna do work with you, but yeah, Todd came around because his sources dried up in Los Angeles. All his producing and all this, that, and the third wasn't going well, so he had to get him something new. And since he knew Candace, folks, her aunts, could cook, he just said, okay, let's just get some of their recipes and see if they're going to start a restaurant and be up in there cooking and this, that, and the third. But see, he was tacky on that issue, and Candy was very tacky too, because why would you put your almost, if not already retired, kinfolk up in there when that's the last thing they want to do is be slaving over a hot ass stove, and a big one in a restaurant at that, for people that they don't know and don't care about in the first place. You know what I'm saying? They done did all their hard work. No, they wants to sit and look pretty and travel and do all those family things they didn't get a chance to do because they were working and trying to provide for their family. Okay? So no. And I'm with Bertha. Hell no. I don't want to go up there, but I want to make some money. I sell y'all my recipes, or I come up there and try to see. Well, really, they can't tell somebody that's a chef how to cook. They can get them the recipe and they can try to, recreate that dish, but it may not come out. It may come out better. Then you might be getting your folks mad because, they ain't using their recipe verbatim or how it's supposed to go. They put their own little twist in it. So you still gonna have that type of what do you call it? Um Separation, for lack of a better word. You're going to have that division start to come in the midst of something that's family oriented, but because somebody to do something right, some feelings got hurt, and then they're going to tear down the whole structure. But Candace should have known to, she knew she was having business problem with some of her friends by incorporating stuff. So it's going to be a disastrous type of recipe when you got your family involved. So it is what it is. So you should be glad you dodged that bullet and let Candy and Todd, either make it on their own, or the restaurant won't make it on its own. It just all is what it is, okay? But that's what his thing is. He wants to sue, I guess, for broken promises verbally given. But can I say, yeah, it's her and her husband did. She's gonna do that with him, and let the rest of what she was gonna do with him fall to the wayside. Okay, we're leaving that situation. We go to Kenya and Cynthia. They arrive to Charlotte for Peter's event. And, of course, Kenya's making this big deal about, oh, Matt's so negative. He did this, that. No, Kenya, what you did was you had told Peter they would be okay for Matt to calm down. Y'all not dealing with each other on that. You really ain't even dating anymore because of the situations that's happened in the past and maybe currently some situations. But hey, y'all need y'all bro time. Y'all just keep him away from me. That's all she had to say. But she knows she's still fucking with that man on the side. Either she's still sexing him or she's still trying to have him so she can have a storyline. And right now she's playing him as this mad, estranged boyfriend, and he's giving her everything that's needed to film for the show. Now, I'm like, if y'all just doing it for the show and really nothing is going on, that's one thing. You're duping us. But hey, it is what it is. We're idiots for tuning into the show in the first place. So I can call myself pretty much an idiot too, because I'm sitting here reviewing the show. But it is what it is. Let me see. And, she's going to tell Matt, yeah, he could come, this, that, and the other. And, Peter said, okay, I got him. I'm going to send him his plane ticket so he can come, down here. You know, worry about driving. Then he go back to wherever he was and it'll be cool. But I just want to hang out with my bros. And then I'm mad at Peter and looking at him sideways because I'm like, how you going to tell a woman that no, they first said you can invite? Hell, I wouldn't even ask her from the get-go. I just would have known it would been my responsibility to tell Matt if when he set foot on bar one, if you fuck with her and you mess with her and she's hollering, she the victim or something, I'm gonna be the first one to put your ass in a police car and send your behind down to the police station and get booked for assault charges. And if you want to be a man, you want to come get some drinks on, have a good time, looking at all the fillies running around here, that's one thing. But if you come messing with her, I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna be on her side because you don't supposed to, hit on a woman, this, that, and the third, and then, you're gonna be looking at injustice come your way. But since those criteria were set in stone, I would have gave him the plane ticket. But you're gonna be a punk and let a woman tell you, nah, he don't need to come because I'm in danger for my life. Then if you're in danger for your life, let me book somebody else and you just stay from my club with all this drama because I don't need it. I don't need the bad press. Hell, let me go and get Cynthia to come down here. Everybody like her pretty ass. And they know we ain't divorced yet. So yeah, she could do, everybody get a little autograph from her because everybody like her better than you anyway, can you? Because you just a shit starter. But that's what I would have did. I would have dismissed both of them. But like I said, Peter didn't think that out, He just was thinking about Kenya. She, hot right now in the reality world. She ain't on nobody's best serve list, but at least she relevant. She had her little followers. I don't think we need is more beautiful women, bringing in more beautiful women in here that gonna bring the men in here. If it's a high caliber of women here, then it's gonna be some more high class men here, and they're gonna be spending and partaking and making me rich hand over fist. So it's pretty much something like that. But like I said, Peter, was that was a bitch move he made. He should have just went on and been a man of his word. Got that ticket for Matt. Now Matt did whatever he wanted to do, and he would have found his behind in jail for that night was complete. That's him. Ain't nothing on my back, and I ain't losing sleep over it. But he went on to cancel the flight and the ticket, and that pissed Matt off. But like I said, Matt was a real strong man. He wouldn't even been accepting calls from Kenya. It wouldn't have been a big deal because he wouldn't have been filming with her. He could have been filming with somebody else. Hell, he could have been filming with Cynthia, Sheree, and they could have been dropping the tea on her ass. I would have spent that. I would have, fuck it. I ain't gonna be your storyline. I'm finna go hook up with one of your sister girls on the show. We're gonna have our own little tea party and Kiki and Capitol Hill and all this kind of stuff. Because I know Kenya behind vagina is not that good that she's the only one that gets you off or whatever. Unless you got some kind of voodoo on you or spells going on. I don't understand why you messing with her. I really don't, Matt, because it's just a bad look. Bad look. I'm not thinking about Matt. I think about a abuser. He's getting abused by Kenya more, not he's doing the abusing. You know what I'm saying? And that's just a bad look for a man to have anyway, to be like that. So stuck up a woman's behind, they don't know how to act or react. So I was mad at Peter by, shutting down that boy's man's flight plans just so he could just keep Kenya safe. Kenya don't want to be safe. Kenya want to make this whole season about Matt treating her wrong, doing her wrong, and being violent toward her. I mean, come on. As much publicity on this show you have gotten and painted Matt as the one who afflicting all the pain. Hell, he should be in jail by this time. Some case should have been brought against him. You know what I'm saying? But nothing's done that way. So he must not be doing anything. But only thing for this storyline to keep going on and that you have some other storyline to get paid for, can you? But it is what it is. Okay? We go to commercial, we come back. We have Todd has finally showed up for the event. I don't know what the outfits that he showed us, he was looking at the wear that he was getting Candace's advice on. I don't know what happened, y'all, because it wasn't those 3 outfits. I don't know what he had on, but he should have kept it and went and just bought something brand new, because I didn't like it. It like shit was just too tight on him, and then this pencil made tie that he was wearing. I like, oh, you should have stuck with that bow tie. Should have been a little bit bigger, like what Peter had on. Like just a tuxedo, man. You could have came in a black tux, you know what I'm saying, and been done with it. But you know, you did what you had to do. It's all good. But anyway. Woo, Cynthia shows up out. I'm like, why are you here? But then Kenya brought her, so we know why she was here. But I don't know why Cynthia feels some kind of way that Peter should have invited her. For what? For you to turn it down? And him say, you know, well, for you to tell him, no, I don't think it's good for us to be close. But we know your butt would have came anyway, to just to be candy on his arm or something to that effect. I'm like, if you still like the man, stay with him. Hell, it wasn't like he was beating you up or anything. He was just liquidating your money here and there. Okay? But it's like you still want to have him when you want him, and that's just not reality. You either gonna be with a man and be with him fully, or you're not. And don't worry about who's on his arm and just that and the third. But you're just looking like a little stalker from my perspective. So I really want you to clean that up in my mind, because that's what you're giving me. You cannot be friends with your exes sometimes. It's just not going to be there. And Peter don't want to be your friend. He already told you he wants you as his wife or flunky or whoever you can be at the time, his financial backer. He don't give a shit. But yeah, you look good to him. You've always looked good to him. And he wanted to take you to bed that night. But then you're going to come, you know, like, oh, it's awkward. It's awkward. It ain't one awkward before when you were trying to read him about not giving you your own specific invitation to come to his grand opening. Hell, you shouldn't have been there in the first place. I would have told King, hell no, I ain't going down to what Peter doing down there. Wish him well. I'll send him flowers, but that's as far as it's going to go. But I guess both y'all needed a storyline. That's how it panned out. But then, okay, you were going to tell Peter that, Kenya probably wasn't going to show because she's getting harassed by Matt. We already know Kenya's more of a harasser. She just gets him going, and that's how it ends up, by him being, you know, not knowing how to deal with the situation. Talking about, but she called me. Well, Matt, just because somebody called you don't mean you need to respond. I mean, it just is what it is. But anyway, we see you got that little man mentality syndrome, or little boy syndrome. But you have a grown ass dad that look like he's on point with at least dealing with women. So why aren't you talking to him about this situation in Kenya? I mean, really. But anyway, he ends up drives down to Charlotte, Carolina to, you know, try to, and he really didn't want to be with the men, because if he really wanted to be with the men, he just would have went on into the club and, you know, dapped it up and just chilled. No, he's gonna go looking for Kenya. That's why I know this shit is either scripted or he just crazy as hell. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know why Kenya keeps fooling with this crazy as hell man. But anyway, Todd and what his name? Peter calls Matt to see what was going on, because they want to know how Kenya Drivers got punched in the face. And, you know, he going to tell one story, Kenya going to tell another story. But I'm sure if it happened the way Kenya said it happens, then that driver should definitely press charges against Matt. And he should be in jail. Because there's no reason why you should assault him just because he told you to get away from the car. That you weren't near, you know, you weren't wanted by this car by anybody who's in here, who you think is in there. You should have just took it for that and got your ass on in that club and did what you had to do, and then got your ass on back home. But no, you wanted to come do that. I don't know if it was for the TV or whatever, but ain't nowhere in the world I'm going to be on reality TV showing my ass, and then I might be doing a jail stink before that night of taping is over with. That ain't going to happen. So anyway, they went up there and they called Matt on the outside, meaning Todd and Peter, and they got his side. And they just told her, leave her alone, man. That's, you know, straight up 100. It ain't worth all this. And he going to tell them, well, tell her to leave me alone. Like, how elementary is that? So anyway, they knew they was talking, whatever they were saying to Matt was lost on deaf ears. So they went and told Kenya, as well as Cynthia being there on the couch. leave that man alone, okay? Just leave him alone. I was making it very clear that, you know, you were trying to make him seem like it was more so than what you led us believe, and that he thought you were just pulling strings. Making him seem like a puppet. And she was trying to say, no, it wasn't like that. And that. He said, okay, well, fine, fuck it. And then Peter said, fine, fuck it. Just don't mess with him no more. Cut him off. And then she wasn't expecting for that from both men, because they were really, really being like true men, true, people that really cared about her and her safety. Like, stop it. Don't call him no more. Don't answer his texts. Don't answer his phone calls. Nothing. Cut it straight off. And she looking like, well, I don't want to do something like that because I'm like, okay, whatever. He ain't been your ass then. You just faking fraudulent like always. Whatever. Deuces. They were through with the situation. So was I. So that's pretty much it. Well, I was kind of like half lackluster. I'm tired. Like I said, they could take Kenya on off. They could take Cynthia off. I mean, they really need to revamp this show, because it really wasn't. It didn't give me anything except for when I had the opportunity to pretty much try to put Candy in her place when it came to how wrong she really was to blast that young man out on TV, especially if he didn't sign up for that. You know what I'm saying? Where he couldn't get his words together because he's not as seasoned as being on TV and cameras in his face, and him just treating it like it ain't nobody there. Just, you and that person, you just having that type of conversation. So it was just like really one-sided, and she tried to blow it way, way out of proportion and take it to another whole level. So it is what it is. I hope y'all like my review, and I hope y'all tune in next time. And please like and share my videos, and definitely subscribe to my channel if you haven't. Take care, y'all. Bye.